Have you ever agreed to something you didn't really want to do only to spend the next week wishing that you had said no instead of yes? I'm Jeanette Schaub. I'm a certified health and master life coach and the creator of Next Level Living. And I'm here to tell you we've all been there. And today we're going to talk about honoring your yes and respecting your no. Really big concept, very important concept for next level living. The truth is, every time we say yes to something, we're probably saying no to something else. We don't often even think about or stop to think about what the no that we just said, what we're saying no to, or what the something else is. But the fact is, our time, our energy, our peace, they're all valuable, limited resources. So every commitment we make takes a piece of that. That's why it's really important to be intentional with our yes and respecting our no. Many of us say yes because we don't want to be judged, we don't like conflict, we have FOMO, we don't want to miss the next thing, or we feel like if we're not there, maybe we're not going to be, part of the group, or maybe we're going to be judged. We don't want to appear selfish. So again, we often say yes to things deep down we know we don't want to do. A healthy no is not a rejection. It isn't selfish, right? It's recognizing that we can't do everything and that we can't be everything for everyone. And so how do I know if I am honoring my yeses or respecting my nos? I would tell you to think about how you feel when you say yes to something. Is it something that gives you energy? Is it something that brings you joy? Is it aligned with where you're at in your life? Aligned with your values? Aligned with just making you feel some positive sort of way? The same with our no's. How do I feel when I say no? Am I not saying no because it makes me feel guilty or bad, or like responsible, or that I'm going to disappoint somebody? Is there fear involved? Am I afraid I'm going to disappoint somebody? So I say yes when I really want to say no. Those are things to pay attention to for sure. Before saying yes, I would ask yourself, do you really want to do this? Is it something you want to do, not need to or have to? We're going to talk about those words later, but in another segment. But is it something you want to do? Is it something, again, that brings me energy, or does it suck energy from me? Does it bring me any kind of joy? Is it aligned? Do I have time to do this thing? What am I saying no to? I was going to say, what if I'm saying no to something else in order to say yes? But is there something else I might have to say no to say yes to this thing, whatever this thing is? So again, do we do things we don't necessarily want to do that feel like need tos and have tos? Yes, all the time. We have expectations of us. People have expectations of us. We have commitments, of course. I'm talking about all the other things that tend to lead to us feeling depleted, resentful, frustrated, things that drain us, and again, don't protect our energy. And, when we honor our yeses, our commitments become more meaningful. When we respect our nos, we are creating boundaries for ourselves, not for others. Boundaries are for me. So I can create space for people, priorities, and experiences that deserve the very best of me. My calendar is more than just a schedule. It is a reflection of my values and the things that are important to me. So again, if you go through the week and or every week you're like rushing through it, and you've got so many commitments, and you're so busy, and you're using words like, I'm too busy, I never get anything done, I feel stressed, I'm this, I'm that, and you're rushing around. And I think we've all been there, right? You just feel like you're just in it, and you don't have time for self-care, and you don't have time for this and that and this thing over here. That's a clear sign that maybe we need to spend a little time on the yes and the no. Again, respecting the no is as important as honoring the yes. I'm going to take it one step further and say that when you say no, can I really encourage you to create some awareness around leaving it at the no? It's like maybe you're on a group chat and everybody's trying to coordinate an event, and everybody's chiming in, with their comments and whether they can make it this date, this time, this thing. and you know that you can't. And so you chime in and you say, sorry, I'll miss you. I can't make it that day or that time. Let's just leave it there. We don't need to add more to that. The over explaining will tell you that you feel bad about saying no, that you feel like you have a need to explain yourself. If I can't make that thing at that time, and again, depending on the circumstances, that might change, right? But most often, if I can't attend that event, that function, commit to that thing, or meet you for coffee at this time, a simple I can't make it, and then if it requires rescheduling or picking another date and time, that's all fine. The over explanation, I'm going to suggest, like, let's try really hard to catch ourselves before we over explain away why we're protecting our no's, respecting our no's, honoring our yeses, why we're protecting our energy and our time, right? And so when we don't, again, eventually, we might not feel it in the moment, but have you ever heard somebody complain about something they agreed to do, and you can tell they really don't want to do the thing? They're feeling a little resentful about it. They said yes when they really didn't want to go, and they might even complain up to the minute that they're walking out the door. And again, we've all been there. We all do it. But when we're being intentional with our time, if I do it now, knowing that maybe it's not my favorite thing, I'm just going to let that go. I'm not going to spend more time feeling angry and resentful about it. I committed to it, and I'll just accept that that's a commitment. We're trying to avoid what sticks with us and hangs around and makes us feel bad about being overextended and, again, not having time for ourselves. So where in your life might you need to protect your yes and respect your no, or honor your yes, respect your no? If this resonated with you at all, like, please, I'd love to, let me know in the comments. Is there something that you're struggling with? Are you that person that every week you're just feeling like you're just going through the motions? You've got so much to do that, people are always asking things of you and you keep saying yes to them. If so, I want to know why. Tell me why that is, or why you think that that is, and how is it affecting your well-being and your state of mind. If you're looking for practical ways to create your next chapter with more intention, set boundaries with confidence, you're in the right place. I'd love to have you join me on this journey. Until next time, keep choosing your next level.